Okay, so you'll notice you have a sheet in your hands now. That is the soil samples of the field across the road. We took that sample this spring. The date was 4/18. 3 years ago, we took a sample as well. That's indicated there on the chart. So 2022 and 2025, and you can go through there and look to see the differences. That bottom row there is the differential, or the difference between the two different tests. The two I want to highlight right now is the organic matter. I gained a little over 0.5% in 3 years. Now, a couple of years ago, people would have thought that's not possible. Today, that's actually not that wonderful. A lot of people can do a lot better than that. But it's still showing a move in the right direction, which I'm satisfied with. Yeah, I wish it would be higher, but it's better than nothing. So I'm satisfied with that. And then the category right beside that, the CO2-C, that is the carbon coming off the soil that indicates the life of the microbes and stuff in the soil. And we can see that number went up quite a bit, which could be timing of the year and temperature could have a lot to do with that as well. So whether or not that's accurate, I don't know, but it's nice to see an improvement regardless.
That thing will smoke. I've got it cranked up quite a bit.
If you look across the road here, you'll notice on the west side of the cornfield there, that was previously all cornfield. But I chose not to plant it to corn this year because I did not see making 145 bushel an acre off of that. Historically, it hasn't done that on an average year. So why would I put my faith into it this year and pretty much guarantee myself to lose money on it? So we chose to leave the clover grow and volunteer wheat that was in it as well. And my brother he just finished rotationally grazing cattle across it. So they did a pretty good job of mowing it down. There's a little section there on that second knoll that he mowed and made some hay off of that. So it'll be interesting to see in the coming years how that affects yield on my small grains and my beans for next year as well. And we'll be planting that earlier than we'll be planting the stuff that's in corn. So that will make a difference as well. We have been moving to integrate livestock on a lot of our land that does not produce as well. There's actually the backside of this field here is getting transitioned into cattle as well, and pretty good chance a lot of this field will be transitioned in a couple of years as well. Got to get some fences built and more ponds before that's a possibility, but the cattle thing on some of this land is what is necessary to have happen. We did have about a 2-acre reclaiming forest project back there. It was a very thick growth of trees that were 30, 40 feet tall. And we went in there and thinned the trees out. And we haven't completely finished the thinning out yet. We haven't cut the big ones down yet, but we're leaving rows of trees and trying to create civil pasture back there and reclaim the forest to something that's actually usable again. So that was kind of a fun project that we did last winter while it was cold enough you didn't have to worry about sweating out there while you're logging. Okay, yeah, so the last thing you can go look at is my attempt to integrate livestock with my children. There was 15 chickens in there. There still might be 15 chickens. I didn't count them today, so yeah, they're free-range chickens, so they can scatter where they want to. And there's 6 pigs in the back. I move those every day, so each morning I get out there and I'll move them forward and gather the eggs and give the chickens another couple pounds of feed, and that's kind of what I've been playing with. I do know that I do not have a high enough density of plants growing for the pigs. They need about 2 to 3 times the density that I've got growing here. So next year I'll have to plan ahead a little bit better to actually get some land that's ready to graze with pigs. There is turnips planted in this. You will not see any behind the pigs. They like those. So turnips and clover, red clover and crimson clover. There's a little bit of alfalfa that was in a bag. I just threw a little bit in with it. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else in there or not. I'm not sure. That might be about everything.